If you weren't already completely convinced that we were living in the age of anti-intellectualism, boy, do I have something to show you here. So this will push you over the edge if you were, not quite sure. So look at this. This is from Midas Touch. GOP oversight member suggests Smithsonian hiding bones of giants. Yeah, so the head, a Republican member of the Oversight Committee, Representative Eric Burleson, his new obsession is uncovering the fact that giants are real and they, whoever they are, try to hide them from us. I'm not kidding about this. So here, he went on this show with Alex Stein, the right-wing troll, who got famous literally by just sexually harassing AOC. If I remember correctly, he went around just, catcalling her and saying she's a big booty Latina. And that was enough to make him become a star on the right. In the same way, if you're George Zimmerman, if you're Kyle Rittenhouse, if you're some other weirdo who just managed to kill some liberal or kill some lefty or kill some black person, that's enough to get you, invited to the RNC with a speaking slot. This douchebag just sexually harassed AOC, then became famous on the right. Now he's got a show where idiot Congress people come on and explain which dumbass conspiracies they're currently obsessed with. Watch this.
They call me crazy, but I think there was giants. I believe in the Nephilim. I do believe that was real, Rep. And they're gonna clip this and call you crazy. Were giants ever real, in your opinion, Rep? I hope this doesn't get you canceled.
No, I'm going to say I do believe that they were real.
Thank you. Yes, this is a real guy. This is a real man. Because there's no way, it's especially all the pyramids and all this stuff, there's definitely some bigger human beings. I think we are kind of the offspring of that. Wow, Rep, you're so based in reality.
Actually, I'm going to a conference tomorrow, this weekend, that's called NEFCON. It's being hosted by a guy named Tim Alberino, who is, you got to look up Tim Alberino. He's done a lot of work on a lot of this topic. I was introduced to him after my first hearing when we had David Grush come in and the UAP hearing. I have friends from back home that tell me, you got to listen to his podcast because he has a very different perspective. I listened to it and it was a rabbit hole that I ended up listening to the entire...
Wait, time out. How deep down the rabbit hole did you go? Did you get to the part where the Smithsonian's hiding the bones? Did you get to that part of the rabbit hole yet?
Yes.
Yeah. And isn't it weird though?
And guess what?
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm on oversight, so we have oversight over the Smithsonian.
Well, let's go in there and look. I'll help you guys.
This is what this fucking moron is focusing on? How about the fucking Epstein files? The Epstein files, the fucking giant pedophile ring where they have dirt on every super wealthy business leader and politician, and Epstein is linked to Mossad, and so that means foreign intelligence agencies have dirt on our top leaders, which means they can coerce our leaders. How about that? You want to look at anything? How about you look into that? How about you look into the global elite and their massive tax dodging schemes to the tune of trillions of dollars? How about that? No, you're busy. They are hiding giants from us. What does that even mean? And who's they? And why would they hide that? Why would they? What would the motive be to hide that? If the people know that giants used to exist, then fill in the blank. What would happen? Literally fucking nothing would change. If there was a big article that just came out on CNN or the New York Times today, and it said, scientists have discovered a tremendous amount of evidence that indeed giants were real. People, you know how that would go? Here, I'll show you how that would go. Somebody would be looking at it. There you go. Huh. That's crazy. What's for dinner, honey? That's what would happen. You want to go grab a sandwich? Let's go grab a sandwich. Why would that change anything? It would change Dickie McGee's axe. This is the part that drives me crazy about conspiracies, is that you can have people, otherwise well-meaning people who have energy and want to change things and want to help out in the world, and they could just blow all of their time going down rabbit holes that just keep them stymied and keep them from ever trying to change anything for the better, right? So you can have young, impressionable people, but they have a lot of energy and they want to make the world better, but now it's they're going down a rabbit hole on some dumb bullshit conspiracy theory like giants existing, and that's where they waste their time, that's where they waste their energy, that's where they call for a fucking investigation into that or some shit or some House Oversight Committee hearing, and it's nothing changes. based off that. If you were to organize instead and get your fucking workplace unionized, people would get better pay and they'd get better benefits and everybody would be better off, right? You could organize around raising the minimum wage or getting universal health care or a 4-day work week or free daycare or paid time off by law, paid vacation time. There's 1,000 fucking money out of politics, ending the corruption. There's 1,000 things you could focus on and put your energy in to improve this world we live in, and instead, otherwise well-meaning people could get sucked down the conspiracy rabbit hole and end up with some dumb bullshit conspiracy like this, and what comes of it? Nothing fucking comes. Oh my God. Why would the Smithsonian hide it? Dinosaurs existing is fucking crazy enough, and we all know they existed. If they were going to hide giants, why wouldn't they also hide dinosaurs? And if they don't hide dinosaurs, well, what motive do they have to not hide fucking giants? Like, they think Game of Thrones is real life, homie. Like, they think the White Walkers are coming, bro. They think dragons are real, and the Targaryens. I'm apparently a Targaryen with my hair. We tamed them. So let me read you some more from this article here. In June, Representative Eric Burleson, Missouri Republican, served on the House Oversight Committee, appeared on Blaze TV's primetime with, this is a Blaze TV show, Jesus, where he discussed his belief that giants once existed. Burleson told Stein he was scheduled to be at NEFCON 2025, a conference focused on fringe topics, including the biblical Nephilim, figures in Genesis that some interpret as the giant offspring of angels and human women. Oh, so it's some biblical bullshit. Oh my God. We got a real problem, guys. We got a real problem. Because now you have how many Republicans who are sending money and sending weapons to Israel and supporting them no matter what they do and no matter how many babies they starve to death. How many of them think that the rapture is going to happen? That Jesus is going to come back on a winged horse and usher in the apocalypse, and he's going to kill most of the Jews and convert some of the other Jews, and then everybody's going to ascend to heaven together to live in eternity of bliss. How many of them take the rapture quite literally? And a lot of them do. Christian, fundamentalist, evangelical Christian Zionists, they all believe, like Mike Huckabee, who's the ambassador to Israel, they all believe that story is literally true and it's going to happen. And in order for that biblical prophecy to be fulfilled, Israel needs to take all the land. They need to take Gaza, they need to take the West Bank, they need to take parts of Syria, they need to take parts of Egypt and Jordan. So this is why they back Israel no matter what. All the money, all the weapons, go ahead, do whatever sort of mass killing you want to do, because we want Jesus to come back on a winged horse, because we think the Bible says that, and we can't wait for end times. These people are ruling over us. Do you not understand how terrifying that is? If somebody they pick up the Bible, they believe it literally, because they're taught from when they're kids that it's literally true. People would realize how crazy it is if you had a true fundamentalist of any other religion right in front of them. Have a fundamentalist Islamist in front of you, you'd go, this is fucking crazy. Have a literalist of the Bhagavad Gita, and you'd go, what the fuck is this shit? But somehow with the Bible, all of a sudden, oh yeah, this is all real. Like, what the fuck, man? What the fuck? We're so cooked. And remember, this is at a time, like, if you really stop and look around at what's happening in this country, and you're focused on the bones of giants that the Smithsonian is allegedly hiding, I don't know what to tell you, bro. I don't know what to tell you. Medical bills are the number one cause of bankruptcy. 60% of people are living paycheck to paycheck. Inflation is skyrocketing. Unemployment is skyrocketing. We're in the midst of a trade war. Trump is drawing up plans to invade Venezuela and Mexico. We just bombed Iran, and your ass is thinking about giants. I got to cut this segment off before I say some things that are going to get me in trouble. Going to get me banned. Going to get me banned on YouTube. So I will do exactly that, because I don't want to get the channel knocked because I was a little too honest with what I think of these people. Let's leave it there. Hey y'all, do me a favor and like and subscribe. It helps out big time in the algorithm. Click the bell as well for notifications when videos drop, and watch that video on screen right now. You know you want to.